The Abraham Series. Story number 15. Abraham's servant takes an oath. Taken from Genesis chapter 24, verses 1 through 9. Years have passed as this narrative begins. Isaac is now 40 years old. It has been 3 years since the death of his mother Sarah at the age of 137. Perhaps the death of Sarah motivated Abraham to get a wife for his son at this time. But whatever the motivation, Abraham acts with urgency and very specific demands. Although we cannot be certain, it is possible the old steward charged with this responsibility is Eliezer of Damascus, mentioned as Abraham's heir before the birth of Ishmael. The importance of the task is highlighted by Abraham's insistence that his servant put his hand under Abraham's thigh and swear a solemn oath in the name of Jehovah, the covenant name of God. This same oath occurs only one other time, when years later Jacob makes his son Joseph swear to take his body back to Canaan for burial. And that is how this incredible story begins. Now Abraham was old. He had lived for many, many years. And Jehovah had blessed Abraham in every way. And Abraham said to his steward, the oldest servant in his household, whom Abraham had put in charge of everything he owned, "Take your hand and place it under my thigh, and swear to me by Jehovah, the God of heaven and earth, that you will not take a wife for my son from the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I am living, but return to the country I came from, to my relatives, and get a wife for my son Isaac from there." But the servant said to Abraham, "What if the woman is not willing to follow me back to this land? Should I take your son back to the land you came from?" Abraham said to his servant, "You see to it that you do not take my son back there. The Lord, the God of heaven, who called me from my father's house and from the land of my relatives, who not only spoke to me, but swore to me, saying, 'I will give this land to your descendants,' he will send his angel ahead of you, and you will get a wife for my son Isaac from there. But if the woman refuses to follow you back here, then you shall be released from my oath. Only you must not take my son back to the land of my fathers." So the servant put his hand under his master Abraham's thigh, and swore an oath to Abraham concerning this matter of a bride for Isaac. The Abraham Series. Story number 15. Abraham's servant takes an oath. Taken from Genesis chapter 24, verses 1 through 9.